Yes, Professor Popovsky, we have some further information for our audience coming from the Ukrainian president, where he says that Russia's latest attempt to show military strength in the east has failed. He added that Friday's strikes on Ukraine continued even as Moscow prepares for a high-stakes summit with President Donald Trump. Zelensky says there are still no signals from Russia to stop the war, but expressed hope that a planned three-way meeting could bring effective solutions to the ongoing conflict. We're now joined by Joshua Barnes, who's an anchor and correspondent. Joshua, he is going to give us some more information on these statements, these concerns from the Ukrainian president as we lead up to this summit.
Of course, the situation surrounding these talks are pivotal, but ultimately the US acknowledged this yesterday as well, with Marco Rubio and Donald Trump talking about a potential three-way summit or even two-way summit just between Russia and Ukraine. It will be very difficult for a peace deal to be agreed without Ukraine present. There are some key areas in which they are standing firm on, including not ceding any territory to Russia. Ukraine will need to be at these meetings to draw out lines if there is any territory exchange, or if there are red lines that need to be drawn from both countries, with compromises then found in the middle. I think this is ultimately a logical point and one that most countries will agree with. I think Europe are very clear that they say Ukraine needs to be at the negotiating table as well. Donald Trump yesterday even suggesting that this could be the first meeting with a follow-up then involving Ukraine and then leading to an actual peace deal. So a lot to look at here. This meeting, of course, is important, but without Ukraine there, I don't think any peace deal will be agreed. And Ukraine, of course, will want to have their say as well. Let's look now at Zelensky's other comments, specifically relating to strikes that are still ongoing. And we do expect this, of course. When no ceasefire has been agreed, we do expect a continuation of military action like we have seen in recent weeks and months. The battlefields won't stop. There won't be a truce while these discussions are taking place. But it is interesting to see what Zelensky has said, and he's used these strikes that are continued from Russia to say this is evidence that Russia doesn't want peace, a rhetoric that Ukraine and Western allies have continuously said. Their message is Russia are playing a game with the US. They're stringing the US along and President Trump along. Ultimately, their goal is to continue an offensive in Ukraine and potentially take more land. Zelensky echoing these comments once again. No major developments, but of course some coming out the Ukrainian president's mouth ahead of this summit. There is weight on them.
Well, thank you, as always, for providing that context on those statements.